Thank you so much, Ginger. Music just brings us into such a soft place with ourselves, and just taking this moment to be with all of you in this forgiveness prayer. Thank you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I love you. Said in any order at any time. I love that it can be said in any order. And sometimes the most profound experiences I've had with that prayer have been when I've mixed it up. And I thought, what if I said thank you first? Thank you for showing up for me when I was struggling so hard. I never thought of starting forgiveness like that, but it brings the other person to the forefront, allows them to be seen for what they've actually given already. And then for us to say, I'm sorry. It's just another way to do it. So, forgive me. Starting it can sometimes be the only way to get someone's attention because they're so upset with us. And I love you is another way to start it that can get people's attention. So just allowing yourself to play with that. And the Ginger's rendition is so beautiful and it carries the energy of it. And then as we always remember, the energy is what's important, not so much the words. So just letting yourself feel that energy this morning. What I wanted to check in and chat and be with you about this morning is this concept of, wow, what if we could release this year right now? Everything that's gone on, everything that's happened, all of the things that were like, oh, I wish that could have been slightly different, or I wish I could have been really different, or I wish I would have done that differently, or I wish they would have done that differently, or I wish the world would have done that differently, or I wish this and I wish that. Like, what if we could just get past all of the stuff that we wish was different, or all of the things that we might still have a niggling complaint about? You know, they're really all complaints to the universe because the universe is in charge of this divine unfoldment of energy we call coherence to love. Everything is always in this swirl of love, trying to bring itself back into the coherent alignment and holiness. So as love wraps its arms around you, as love becomes itself through you, what is there that you could still let go of? What is it that today, if you let go of it today, just think, you have all the way through Christmas, all the way through New Year's, and all the way into the first couple of weeks before we start bugging you about what you want next year to be like. So you could just have that 4 weeks of presence here. And then I heard that word and I thought, Christmas presents. We could really change our experience of Christmas. We could literally leave all of this here in this holy community, just encircled with love. Whether it completes today or not is not really the issue. But we could surround anything that feels like it's out of alignment with love for us. We could just grab it up and pull it in, push it into the group. There's a bunch of practitioners here. Push it onto their shoulders. We're ready for that, right? Ministers, practitioners, come on, just push it out of you and onto someone else so that today could be the beginning of you receiving the Christmas presents. Now, I want to mention that it's not just Christmas, so it's holiday presents, but somehow it didn't seem to sound quite the same. But we're starting Hanukkah today. We're drawing in the solstice this week. We are celebrating light. Yes, we're cruising into the darkest day, but it gives us a chance to feel all the feels of all the things that feel like, I wish. But maybe just now we could stop and pause and let's draw up something that's on your heart today. Anything. You can find something, I'm sure. Anything. And make it a significant one because we're here together. And when we pray together, when we talk together, when we're here together, our word, our power is so much more. So if we can open that tiny aperture of willingness even if I don't want to be willing. Okay, maybe I want to be willing to give this up. Maybe I want to be willing, but I'm not quite willing. Maybe today in this group of people, I invite you to take this power that is here right now as all of us and use it for your highest good. You are one of us, not just one of a group. We are one together. So as wherever the highest, most expansive consciousness is today, that's where you want to funnel your energy. Find it in that place. If it's not inside you, no problem. Just be willing. Let the energy of this universe, of this isness, this energy, this consciousness we call God, let it come through and as you. It is already in you. Let it, just by your simple willingness, let you hold your empty hands and say, take this from me. I can't even give it, but I'm willing to have you take it. What is it that's on your heart? Even if it's just, oh, it's little, it's nothing. I just wish it's nothing. He just, or if she would just, or if I just felt loved, then I could do it. So we must tear open our hearts. We must become willing to be touched. This is a place where the touch is present. You can be willing to be touched. And we all know, we call it mental illness when we fall from this place and we can't feel it. Every single one of us has had these moments of despair. The moments where you can't feel connected. You don't feel the loving that's around you. Everyone's celebrating and you're like, I can't plug in. Well, close your eyes, open your hands and say, take this from me. Thy will be done. Because if you were in a different place, you would know that thy will and my will, we are one. There is no difference between the will of the universe and the will of each and every one of us to be happy, holy, loving, kind, compassionate, caring, powerful, strong, just the most amazing, amazing self you could be. Does anybody here not want to be that? That is your birthright. You are magnificent. You are the holiest holy that there is. And so am I. And so is it. And here's the thing, then again, all this conversation about, am I God? And that, it's like, God's not an it. It's an experience. It's a consciousness. It's a flow. So if it's not in it, we can't be in it. So we can't stand around and wonder if we are God. We are the energy of this powerful manifestation of loving energy that has within it a swirl of force that we have been told by the quantum physicists of our time. The force is always towards the good. And so just allow yourself to get caught in the swirl like you would in a warm swimming pool that had become a whirlpool. You could just let your body go. Close your eyes. Let that thing that you won't release come forward and swirl. Close your eyes, swirl in this pool of warmth, this energetic, sparkling field of the entire universe coming to you to say, we know who you are. Will you please let this go? In another image, in the lotus flower of our hearts, the closed lotus waiting for its time to blossom, we begin to throw off those things which we have not yet let go of, and the flower begins to blossom one petal at a time. We let go of our resentments, our worries, our doubts, our concerns, our issues, our current small circumstances. We let go of our fears. And one by one, the petals of your heart chakra open to the most glorious, glorious, open, beautiful lotus that is receiving from the earth, from the depths of the earth, all that it needs, and from the light, all that it needs. Each of us, turn your face to the sky. Feel your feet on the ground. You are connected to this earth and to the sky, and energy that flows through you purifies you. The light and the earth, the indigenous, the shamanic, the cultures of the dark, beautiful, rich soil come through you up into your body, swirling in energy, and the light pours down through you into this space. You are one with all. And in this swirling energy, the light touches everything that is any time and any place in your ancestry, in your current life, in your past lives, in your incarnation, in whatever it is, in the harmonium of the accordion of life and time and space. We enjoy this moment together. Allow yourself to let go. Let go. In the Sedona method, you hold your hand out as tight as you can. You can all try it as tight as you can. Hold that thing in there really tight. Tight, tight, tight. I am not letting go. And then just open it. I welcome the freedom of my hand. I welcome the freedom that rushes through my body. I am not hurting anyone else. I am hurting myself. And we beg you not to hurt yourself anymore. To love yourself the way you love the beings in your life, the animals, the plants, the trees, the grass, the bushes, the beauty, the children. Love yourself. Take the breath for yourself first. We must learn that loving ourselves as each other means loving yourself first, not more, not less, first. You are the steward of the life that you have chosen. And it is your chance to shine. It is your chance to shine. Every single one of the Beatles meditated well, I don't know if they meditated every day, but they meditated and they spent the time in the consciousness, and they brought the consciousness of love to this world. They blessed us in the na-na-nas of love and the joys of love. And we all know those songs, and we cannot get them out of our hearts and our minds because they are truth. Thank God they went to India, right? Thank God for all of us that we were freed in this place. So know that this space today is the same. It's the exact same space. We can go to India in this space. We can go anywhere we want. We enliven the mind to release. Just let it go. You see the face. Let it go. If you can't let it go, know we're coming to you to hold you and bless you, touch you deeply. So you will remember that this love is more than anything else. We bless the lives of those who can't feel this, who have taken their lives in recent weeks, who have broken our hearts, because we remember that they are our teachers. They are teaching us. And we hold sacred their lives, and every moment and every act of their life is holy, and they have been here and brought here for a purpose, and they are our teachers. Listen to these teachers. Open, turn within, turn without, find a friend, find someone who isn't a friend, anyone. We are here for you. This entire community is here for you. Your ministers, your practitioners, your board members. We exude this love. We want each of us to feel it, but we mostly want you to know that you can come here anytime. And we are here with you anytime. In love and prayer, all that prayer is a vehicle to remind you of who you are. In the true magnificence of prayer that once touched me so deeply is, please, dear God, help me remember the magnificence of who I am. because I am one with this energy. There is nothing small about me. From this place today, we choose this day today, we choose the coming of the light. There has been a gathering of darkness. There has been a darkening. There has been a quieting. Winter is coming. And yet the darkest, the shortest light is coming soon, which then has been built upon in the beauty of all the light that we keep pouring in as humans. Remember the light, remember the light. All traditions have a light tradition. Remember that is because that is the highest truth. That today, as the first Hanukkah candles are lighted around this world, as the candles are lighted on Wednesday, as every other tradition falls into place with lighting their candles, as the Christmas trees have begun to light, as the lights outside our house are lighting, we are calling each other home. We are saying the light is here. Do not get lost in the dark. Because the light simply lifts it. It dissolves it. There is nothing real about it once we can let it go. So this isn't a command or a demand or a thing you should do. This is the key. It turns in the lock of the holiness of who you are. All it takes is you. And until you're ready, we will hold you. And when you're ready, you once again will fly from the perch of the hands that have been holding you into the fullness and the remembrance of your glory, beauty, power, strength, creativity, passion. It's not really yours. It's that which is all of ours. It is the holiness that surrounds us and is within us. It is the love that is a force of nature. There is nothing stronger than this. As Martin Luther King says, darkness cannot dispel darkness. Only light can do that. All of these sacred teachers bring in the light. Source is source, and we plug in. And once you know that, once you plugged in, if ever once in your life you felt that divine love, whether it's animal, plant, human, stars, galaxies, angels, shamans, however it comes into you, open to it again. Remember it. What is that special? Do you remember this special moment? Do you remember that feeling that we have with our animals? This week, I've been reading Elena's book about her birds. I'm in awe of them and Elena for writing this book about her love for these birds. Oh my God, it's so specifically hard to love something. They give us so many reasons to wonder if we should. And I know Elena has been putting these copies of this book out to us for free because she is so in love with these beautiful birds. And I invite you all to come to church and grab one or reach out to her and get one. Because during my illness, I've been reading about birds and all of their idiosyncrasies and how much love this woman in our congregation, this beautiful Elena, has for her birds. Do not miss this opportunity. It is glorious and joyful and painful, like love is, right? And then the return to love is always the full flush of the energy of light coming through us again. We are one with the holiness that is existent, with the consciousness that is love. We are not God. We are one because God is not it either. We are one with the energy of the wholeness of this entire universe. We are not a thing. We are an activity. And that activity unfolds in the most beautiful way. And when we forget, the activity waits for us. The activity waits until we choose. And so Jesus would say, turn the other cheek, look again, let go. Into thy hands I commend my spirit. Other words of Jesus, not typical for this time of year. All the teachers talk of the light, the consciousness, the wholeness, the love. Let us believe those teachers. Let us have firm faith. Let us stand strong. Let us see each other and know that this is the glory of our days. And so I'll tell you a quick story about me. In this moment, I was given a gift this week that I wasn't expecting, that I had long let go of in my life, that I had so wanted. That I come from a family of intellectuals and many people with advanced degrees. And I have a master's degree in spiritual psychology, which I love. This week, however, I was awarded a degree of the Doctor of Divinity. And that has been a lifelong journey for me. That is a 30-year journey through so much thick and thin, through so much letting go. And the comments were, we can see the work of your life in the answers that you gave us on this exam. I've never been so touched by a response to an exam, because all you get is a pass. It's like life, you pass or you don't, right? So I'm very excited to share that with you this morning. It just happened. I don't even have the piece of paper yet, but it's coming. So I want you to know that that is a lifetime of release that you're looking at. The Doctor of Divinity isn't like any other degree. It's like you have put your life on the line for what you believe. And right now I want to tell you that I love you all so much, that I want you to have the greatest Christmas present by your Christmas presence in the world today. I'm so excited for all of you to leave this behind, or any moment that it shows up, leave it behind again and again and again and again, leave it behind, so that the work of your life is that you turn into the flame and the light of love. No matter what the circumstances, we begin to trust more and more. We turn our lives over and we bless this space so deeply with the presence of all of us as one, caring for this stewardship body and loving everything else exactly the same way. And so from this place, I invite you, as we release things, to know that they can be scary to release. We can feel hard to release. It can feel like a piece of us might go away. But believe me, when I say the fullness comes in. And so I would like us to say together, which a prayer that we haven't said for a while, which is the prayer of protection. As we let go of the past, as we let go of anything that stands in the way of the full experience of loving that can only come in without judgments and grudges and lack of forgiveness. And so we turn within and we open and we allow ourselves to unmute and say this together. The light of God surrounds us.
Me.
The love of God enfolds me.
Light of God enfolds me.
The power of God protects me.
The power of God protects me.
The presence of God watches over me.
The presence of God watches over me.
Wherever I am,
Wherever I am,
God is.
God is.
And as one, we remember in this moment, God is the great activity of love, the great consciousness of love that invades and pervades and permeates. So as we think about that, we say the light of this energy surrounds us, this love of this fullness of life enfolds us, this power of this strength of life protects us, and the presence of this holiness watches over us. Wherever we are, all life is, and we are so great, thankful, and blessed. And we wrap our arms around this entire community right now, loving each prayer, anything that is present here, any struggle, any strife that is going on, any maybes and any wonderings, and is it okay? And how will I navigate? And all those questions that come up, it's okay. We will find our way together. We are one. We will ask our questions. We will know this. But if we can release now, if we take this moment to realize the truth of the holiness, the abundance, the joy, the power, the strength, the glory, the protection, all of it that we already are, we take this moment to proclaim that truth. We sing this song together in the realization of the knowing of the truth of this, as Reverend Marlene read it to us. The words are in your chat. I pray. And we join Ginger today. And as I bless all of you in this holy, holy season, let there be light in, through, and as you and all, as we extend our love into the world. And so it is.
So it is. Wow. Congratulations on your lifetime achievement. Holy moly. That's the big one. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. Sorry, the bird is singing with me. Now I can say, if you're feeling discouraged, trying to make it through another day, you just gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here